Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be talking to you about the result Chelsea had against Brentford where they won 1-0. It was a great win for us, another 3 points, which means we maintain our place at the top of the table. So there will be a few talking points today that I'm going to discuss, which will include the goal itself, the offside goal Romelu Lukaku scored, and also his performance. And I'll also talk about some of the important saves that Eduord Mandy made. And then lastly, I'll talk about our performance overall before I give you a reminder of our next game, which will be coming up in a few days' time. So overall, I'm happy with the result as we won the game, and I thought it was a pretty good goal from Ben Chilwell. Remember when the pass was made across the box and Ben Chilwell lashed it into the corner of the goal and we went 1-0 ahead. It's his second goal that he scored for us in a matter of weeks, and I remember he scored one against Southampton there a couple of weeks ago and the ball had crossed the line, which was helpful when the goal technology was used. And I also remember as well, he scored a really important goal for us in the Champions League quarter-final against Porto, where he ran around the goalkeeper, which was quite similar to Torres' goal against Barcelona back in 2012, where we went on to win the Champions League. And I thought it was a good goal from him. And he gets on the score sheet again, so congratulations Ben Chilwell for getting on the score sheet. So congratulations. And moving on to Romelu Lukaku, then I didn't think that game against Brentford was his best game. Even though he did manage to put the ball in the back of the net, he happened to be on an offside position, unfortunately, which we did get a lot of that with Timo Werner last year, and 3 or 4 occasions this year with Timo Werner. I just didn't think Lukaku was sharp enough today. I remember as well he had a shot on the box, and then when he took the shot the ball went over, and I was quite annoyed at that, because had we got the second goal then I would have felt more relaxed, because there would have been a higher chance of us keeping the 3 points at that point. But then after that, then he got substituted from the pitch, and they put on Kai Havertz, who, as you may remember, scored the winning goal in the Champions League final against Manchester City. As we are the champions of Europe, we know what we are. Champions of Europe, we know what we are. And also as well, based on the performance of Romelu Lukaku, he hasn't scored against us since our 1-0 win against St. Petersburg. I expect to see more from Romelu Lukaku in the games coming up, especially as we have a lot more games coming up and we spent a lot of money on him. So far, he's the record transfer that we brought in. He broke the record for the money that we spent on Kai Havertz, so I expect a lot more from Romelu Lukaku, especially as he scored many goals for Inter Milan last season, and he had won the Serie A league with Inter Milan. And hopefully he starts making those moves into the box and getting the goals that we expect him to do. I still have faith in you though, Romelu Lukaku. You can do it. I believe in you. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about, from moving on from him, as I said earlier, is Eduord Mandy. Eduord Mandy was a big important factor in our win today. He made a lot of saves today and he kept us in the game. We were very lucky to have won this game today. Any other day this game was on, it could have easily been 3 or 4-1 to Brentford, but thanks to that man, Eduord Mandy, between the sticks, he had made some magnificent saves. His tall body and his long arms enables him to prevent the shots from being scored, and therefore securing all of our 3 points. I do remember at one point that Brentford did hit the post, and I was quite relieved that the ball didn't go in as we maintained our lead. But as a result of that performance and the saves that Eduord Mandy made, he ended up winning man of the match, and I felt that was a reward he deserved, as he was the player who won the game for us. Well, at least one of the players. Ben Chilwell also had a deciding factor as well, as he obviously scored the winning goal, but without a keeper like Mendy, I don't think we would have won today. And I'm going to say congratulations to him. Brentford have only just come up, but they've been tough to play against. For example, they drew against Liverpool there a couple of weeks ago, 3-all, which I heard was a really good game. And I think they might have beaten or either drawn against Manchester United as well, if I can remember correctly. So they are a decent enough side to play against. I wouldn't be surprised if they stay up this year, but that's what I would do if I were Brentford as well. But moving on from that then, overall I thought our performance was okay. It could have been a bit better, to be honest with you. We played relatively deep around the box, we did, and we made a few passes there and then, and we made a few tackles in order to maintain our lead, which I do want to see. But when we come up against the bigger teams, like we still have yet to play Manchester United, I expect us to put in more of a performance and try and win, and try and win the game in that sense. But overall, I am happy with the result because it's 3 points, and we showed how good our defensive display can be by putting out a 1-0 win, because even I know 1-0 can be a slender lead. So moving on from that game itself, I'm going to give you a brief insight into the game that we have against Malmo in the Champions League coming up on Wednesday night. I'll give you my match preview maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'm just going to give you a brief update based on where we are in the Champions League at the minute. So far we've picked up 3 points where we beat Zenit St. Petersburg on our opening game. And do you remember who scored that goal? I'll say it again, Romelu Lukaku. But then when we went to Juventus, we ended up getting beaten 1-0. I felt that we didn't play too well in that game, and we should have played a bit better. Romelu Lukaku had an off game there as well, and I felt we should have done better. However, if we do pull a win against Malmo, maybe beat them in their ground and beat Juventus, I could say we would get through second place at least. Or even if we win our next 2 games and draw against Juventus, I'd say there's a high chance that we will potentially get through in second place at least. But I would like to see us top the group, because it'll make the last 16 draw for us easier. Well, it won't necessarily make the draw easier for us, but it'll increase the chances of us getting an easier team in the knockout stages. So that's all I'm going to say today anyways, and thanks very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If there's anything else that you want me to discuss or anything that I missed out in this video, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you want to, last of all but not least, leave a comment. So goodbye anyways, and I'll see you in the next day or two. Bye bye, and come on you Blues.